Have you ever whispered a promise to yourself late at night? Tomorrow I'll wake up early. From tomorrow I'll stop wasting time. Next week I'll finally start working on my dreams. And then the next day arrives. You wake up late. You scroll on your phone. You delay the important thing. And once again, you break that promise. It's such a quiet pain. No one else sees it. No one else knows. But deep down, you do. We don't talk about this enough. That invisible cycle of deciding, failing, and then feeling guilty. It's not dramatic. You don't cry in public. You don't shout it out loud. But inside, it hurts. Because breaking promises to yourself is different from breaking them with someone else. When you let another person down, they might be upset for a moment. But when you let yourself down, the disappointment lingers. It follows you. It becomes part of how you see yourself. Think about it. Every time you break a promise to yourself, you chip away at your self-trust. That little voice in your head starts whispering, "You can't do it. You've never followed through before. Why would this time be different?" And slowly, without realizing, you stop believing in yourself. That's the real damage. Not just the missed goals, not just the wasted time, but the slow erosion of your own self-respect. But why does this keep happening? Why do you keep breaking those quiet, private promises? It's not because you're weak. It's not because you don't care. It's because you're human. And being human means being caught between two selves. The present self, who wants comfort, pleasure, and ease. And the future self, who wants growth, discipline, and a better life. Imagine this. It's late at night. You feel motivated. You tell yourself, "Tomorrow I'll wake up early and start fresh." But tomorrow morning, it's not the motivated you who has to wake up. It's the tired you, the sleepy you, the one who doesn't care about future goals, only about comfort in this moment. And so, the promise is broken. It's not that you didn't mean it last night. You did. But when the present self takes control, the future self is forgotten. And this keeps happening in small ways. You promise to eat healthy, but your present self craves sugar, so you give in. You promise to focus on your work, but your present self craves a quick dopamine hit, so you scroll. You promise to start that project, but your present self whispers, "Later," and later never comes. Each time, it feels small, harmless. Just one more time, just one more excuse. But over weeks, months, years, it becomes a pattern. And the cruel part? You don't just feel guilty. You start feeling like a fraud in your own life. Because on the outside, maybe you smile, you laugh, you tell people your plans, but inside, you know how many times you've broken your own word. You know the gap between the person you want to be and the person you are. It's a quiet shame, the kind nobody sees, and yet it's always there, weighing you down. But here's the truth I want you to hear. Breaking promises to yourself doesn't mean you're broken. It means you've been trying to change your life all at once. It means you've been setting goals from emotion instead of from structure. And that's not your fault. We're taught to dream big, but not how to stay small and consistent. Let me tell you a story. There was once a man who kept promising himself he'd write a book. Every January, he told himself, "This is the year." He bought notebooks, apps, even a fancy pen. But by February, the promise was broken. He told himself he was lazy, weak, maybe not cut out for it. Years passed. The book was never written. Until one day, he tried something different. He didn't promise to write a book anymore. He promised to write 1 page a day, just one. And for the first time, he didn't break the promise. Because it was so small, so simple, that even his present self couldn't argue with it. 1 page became 2. 2 became chapters. And over time, the book was written. The lesson? He didn't become stronger overnight. He just stopped promising big things he couldn't deliver and started keeping tiny promises he could. That's the secret no one tells you. You don't rebuild self-trust by making huge, dramatic changes. You rebuild it the same way you lost it, one small action at a time. It's like repairing a broken bridge. You don't fix it in one day. But every time you keep a small promise, wake up on time, drink water instead of soda, open your book instead of your phone, you lay down a new brick. And slowly, brick by brick, you rebuild trust with yourself. But here's where the twist comes in. The first step isn't about action. The first step is forgiveness. Because maybe right now, You're carrying years of broken promises inside you, years of telling yourself you'd change and not following through. That weight is heavy, and it makes every new attempt feel doomed. But you need to hear this. You are not your past failures. You're not the promises you've broken. You're the promises you choose to keep today. Forgive yourself. Start fresh. Not with "I'll change everything," but with something small, something doable, something you can win at today. So, why do you keep breaking promises to yourself? Because you've been fighting battles too big for the present self to handle. Because you've been asking for transformation when you needed patience. Because you forgot that discipline is built quietly, not all at once. The next time you're about to make a promise, pause. Don't promise yourself the mountain. Promise yourself the first step. Don't say, "I'll wake up at 5 a.m. every day." Say, "Tomorrow I'll wake up just 15 minutes earlier." Don't say, "I'll never waste time on my phone again." Say, "For the next 10 minutes, I'll focus." And when you keep that promise, you'll feel it. A small spark of pride, a whisper of self-respect returning. That's how it begins. Remember this. Discipline isn't about perfection. It's about direction. You may stumble, you may slip, you may break some promises again. But if you keep coming back, if you keep making them smaller and keeping them, one day, you'll look back and realize you're no longer the person who breaks promises. You're the person who keeps them. So tonight, before you go to sleep, make one more promise. Not a huge one, not a dramatic one, just a simple one. You know you can keep tomorrow, and when tomorrow comes, keep it. Because that's how you start believing in yourself again.